Hey there, Heather. Hello there. It's Jeff Coder. I'm welcoming you to yet another Stone Cold Hockey video. We're doing the 1964-65 season, and the first few videos we've had some big games from Toronto. We've done 9 games. Detroit is 6-1-2, leads the NHL with 14 points. Montreal and Toronto are behind them. Chicago's got 9. Boston's got 6 points. More ties than wins. The Rangers are a mess. 11 straight games without a win. Ron Ellis leads the goal scoring race with 9. Ron Murphy 7 for second. Bobby Hall, Provo, and Rod Gilbert third. Points wise, it is Normie Ullman with 14. Stan Mikita with 12. Hall with 11. So Ullman trying to get the Art Ross. 20 minutes. Rod Gilbert with 32 minutes, which is weird for a player like him. Anyway, goes against. Denny DeJordy leads that race at 1.68. Gump Worsley 1.92 and Roger Crozier 2.12. Crozier's played every game. I believe Detroit's the only team that doesn't have 2 goalies who have played. Yeah. For our goalies, Sawchuk is 6. Johnny Bauer is ahead of only 1 goalie, and that's Jacques Plante, who's got a 4.58 goals against average. Marcel Paillet has a 3.27 goals against, and they're ahead of Bauer. Why? I don't know. Standings wise, we have scored 32 goals, given up 28. We're 2-1 on the road at home, 3-2 on the road. Well, Detroit and Montreal have yet to lose on the road. Best home record is Detroit in a sense. We're the only team with more road wins than home wins. Teams, well, that's us. That's just our schedules, our stats. Ron Ellis has 10 points. Dave Keon 9. Mahovlich and Babgate with 7, but Ron Ellis has 9 goals. Dave Keon 4 goals, 5 assists. Mahovlich 6 assists. So is Kent Douglas. Sawchuk 3-2-1. Bauer 2-1. Highlights, well, the Rangers have yet to win. Our best win is against Boston 5-2, and our lowest loss 5-2. Detroit. Hat tricks by Provo, Gilbert, Ellison, Ron Murphy. Funny thing about Gilbert, his hat trick came against us. Yeah, we have had the most memorable game. The only fan score above 20. Second best is Detroit Rangers winners 4-4. Leafs our 5-3 win over Chicago when we came back in a sense. Was given the number one thing. Yeah, the fan grade. That 6-5 game, October 18th. We were down 5-1 to the Rangers, and it looked like it was over. I decided to relieve Sawchuk and put Johnny Bauer in that. He made some saves, and then Keon, Pulver, Ellis, Pappen, and then Ellis again scoring the goals for the Leafs, coming back from 5-1 down. I hope my Ranger buddies are not watching this. Anyway, we start our coverage in Montreal against Montreal and try to go into Francais mode. The Guardian de Bus, Sawchuk, a Hodge. L'équipe de Leafs, Frank Mahovlich, Ron Ellis, Dave Keon, Bob Pulford, Red Kelly, Andy Gaffgate, Ron Stewart, George Armstrong, Tim Horton, Jim Pappen, Don McKinney, Kent Douglas, Pete Stamkowski, Eddie Shark, Carl Brewer, Alan Stanley, Dickie Moore, Brett Selby, Billy Harris, Bob Bond, Montreal, Sansei, Claude Provost, Ralph Backstrom, Henri Richard, Claude Larose, Jean Baliveau, Dave Ballard, Sean Ferguson, Bobby Lusso, Gilles Tremblay, Jean-Guy Talbot, Yvon Cournoyer, Jacques Laperriere, Tracy Tremblay, Jimmy Roberts, Leon Roosevelt, Ted Harris, Red Berenson, Terry Harper, Noel Picard, Keith McCreary, Gary Peters, Byron Hudson, Bill Hick, Andre Boudria. Premier Payat, 3 minutes, Gardel control defense, l'action de Beliveau, pas debout. 2 minutes, or 2, Provo, pas debout. 4 minutes pour 2. L'action, 1 minute. Chance de Tim Horton, non, arrête de Hodge. 1 minute, bateau, régression. 2 minutes pour JC Tremblay. JC Tremblay? Oh, c'est Gilles Tremblay, but JC Tremblay, 2 minutes. Leafs, Ron Ellis, non. Patrick Kelly, no. Can't be mute for two. Action de Shield Tremblay, no. Zero, the vent minute. Deuxième période, 2 minutes. Battle control defense next time. Le quatrième de ce par numéro 16, André Richard. Le 6 par numéro 4, Jean Beliveau. Et numéro 3, Jean-Guy Tabet. 1-0. 3 minutes. La chance de Horten, non. 2 minutes pour Rob Backstrom. 3 minutes, Kenny, non. La chance de Ferguson, non. Ronaldo, c'est de le bout. 2 minutes pour tout. La chance de Couleros, non. 2 minutes pour tout. L'action de Couleros, non. 6 minutes. L'action de Leaf de McKinney, non. C'est 1-0 Montréal de la deuxième période. La deuxième période. Richard à 1 minute 45 secondes de la deuxième période. Whatever. 5 minutes. La chance de Rachel, non. 4 minutes. Okay. Par le match et 5e de la saison. Par le numéro 16, André Richard. Le 6 par numéro 12, Yvan Corneille. Et numéro 25, Jacques Laperrière. À 7 minutes de la troisième période. 1 minute pour tout. La chance de Montréal des ballons? Non. 5 minutes. Montréal, Peters. Peters. Oh, Gary Peters, oui. Ouch. More time. Dubon? Pulford? No. 1 minute. Montreal. Backstrom. This is par numero 16. André Richard. And there it is. The Leafs cannot get anything going. They couldn't hit the side of a barn against Charlie Hodge. And the Montreal Canadiens win. Score of 3-zip. Big win for them. And André Richard just basically was in Toronto's head the whole time. 2 goals and an assist. Belleville, Talbot, Cornway, Laperriere, and Backstrom each with a point. Only 3 penalties in this game, and they were all Montreal's penalties, but no chance for Toronto. How the hell did Toronto fuck that up? Sorry, but that's just how I feel. So Montreal wins 3-0. No Friday games. Saturday, the Leafs host the Rangers. This should be easy. The earlier games see Chicago, Montreal, and Montreal beats Chicago 5-3. Hodge beats Deschordy. Chicago goes by Makita, Mons, and Doug Robinson finally getting a goal. But Montreal goes by Jean Beliveau, Tracy Tremblay, Claude Provost, and then André Richard in the empty net. So Beliveau and Richard have been on fire. Montreal has been on fire recently. So Montreal might be just a team we need that could do it. The Leafs 5-4-1 now have to face the winless New York Rangers. And it will be Johnny Bower and Marcel Paillet. So they don't trust Plante and they don't trust Sawchuk for the Leafs. So Bauer will come in the net for the Leafs. It's Marcel Paillet. You see the big M. Number 6, Ron Ellis, David Keelan. Number 14, in your Bob Pulford, the Chicago management icon. Afterwards, Red Kelly, 8 Stanley Cups without getting one from Montreal, which is a record. Andy Bathgate, the Rangers legendary player who ended up being traded to Toronto alongside Don McKinney. Ron Stewart at there too. George Armstrong, the Chief. Tim Horton from Tim Hortons Donuts. Jim Pappen. Kent Douglas. Pete Stankowski of the Polish Rifle. Eddie Shack, the Entertainer. Carl Brewer. Alan Stanley. Dickie Moore. Not much there, but he's still around. Red Selby. Billy Harris. Bob Bond. The Rangers with Rod Gilbert. Dale Henry. Don Marshall. Vic Hadfield. Bob Nevin, Earl Ingeveld, Jean Rattel, Phil Goyette, Lou Ngotti, Rod Sealing, Kitchener, Dick Duff, former Ranger, Leaf and Canadian, Harry Howell, Arnie Brown, Wayne Hillman, Drew Michael, Jim Nielsen, Larry Cahan, Don Johns, Von Belfontaine, and Dave Richardson. Well, let's see what the Leafs can do. 5 minutes into the game, the battle. No penalties. 5 minutes later. Red and Ron Ellis tried and he missed. 5 minutes later. George Armstrong. Red Kelly makes it 1-0. Big win for them. 2 minutes later. Double digits for Ron Ellis. It's 2-0. John and Brewer. So the Leafs are up 2-0. I lost to Montreal and then coming back to Maple Leaf Gardens and put their pressure on the other team, and the Rangers just can't get anything going for them. Early on in the second. With Keon, his stick. And Brewer and Lonnie Stewart. And Keon's stuck. And Rangers are in trouble. 3 minutes later, a battle. And Milovic got a little too aggressive and goes to the box. Rangers a chance for a goal. They get it. Big goal by Dick. Power play goal. Sorry, not Dick Marshall. Don Marshall. His fourth from Raj Gilbert. So Donnie Marshall scores and the Rangers get a goal. Much later. Possession. Rangers get 2 hits and Arnie Brown will be serving 5 minutes in the box. So the Leafs can score as many goals as they wish. First one. Go! Power play. Red Kelly in the crease. Kankowski and Porten. So Red Kelly scores. The Rangers are seeing red, but they're wear blue. Power play. Don McKinney, that former Ranger from Brewer and Ellis. 5-1. And that's the end of Paille's day. He gave up 5 goals. Now they want Jacques Plante, the future Leaf. Let's go. Toppin on the power play from Backgate and Mahovlich. Makes it 6-1 for the Leafs. This is embarrassing. Red Kelly thought he had a goal. And the Leafs get a penalty. Kent Douglas goes to the box for the rest of the second period. The Stealing. And the Leafs 4 goals in that second period. Keon, Kelly, McKinnon, Kinney, and Pappen with the goals. Marshall scored for the Rangers, but well, it's 6-1. So let's see what the Rangers can do. 3 minutes. Arnie Brown back to the box. Chance for Keon. He had a chance. No chance for Stewart. No. I think Ron Stewart. Oh, was he a future Ranger? I think he was a future Ranger. I think he was a future Ranger. Ron Stewart. He later coached the Rangers. Boston St. Louis Rangers. He played for the Leafs first, and then he went to the Rangers. That's why. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, that's right. Ronnie Stewart. Well, he was a future Ranger. He was the guy who was involved in that scuffle with Sawchuk. I forgot about that. Action. Just go. Big pressure. They got it. Jean Rattel from Hatfield. So gentleman Jean Rattel makes it 6-2. 3 minutes later. Alan Stanley. Oh, we wish it was for the Stanley Cup, but he scores. Oh, Douglas and Armstrong makes it 7-2 Rangers. Trailing. 5 minutes later. Battle, an enforcer, and a fight. Hadfield had enough. He fights Jim Pappen. So both teams have their skill guys go to the box. Well, we know the Leafs are going to win this game. And Ron Ellis puts it in his second night from Brewer. It's an 8-2. Font has done nothing at all. And that's it. We have a final from Toronto. It's the Leafs 8, the Rangers 2. For a team that has not won this season, the Rangers, that 5-1 blown lead is going to haunt them forever. And the Leafs put a snowman on them. I think that's the most goals in the season. by team. Bauer over Paille. Paille only lasted 33 minutes, giving up 5 goals. Plante gave up 3 goals in 27 minutes. Yeah, so Arnie Brown got the major. I thought it was the gate, but I guess not. So the Leafs give up 2 goals to Bartel and Marshall, but Armstrong, Ellis, Keon, Kelly, McKinney, Papin, Stanley, and Ellis. So 7 different goal scorers. Ron Ellis, the only guy on the team to score 2. So yeah, so Armstrong, Ellis, Keon, Kelly, McKinney, Papin, and Stanley were the Leaf goal scorers. Assists. Carl Brewer had 4 assists. He assisted on Ellis's goal, Keon, McKinney, and then Ellis's second. So Carl Brewer had 4 assists the whole day. So nice job by Carl Brewer to do this. Dave Keon, I think, had 1. Red Kelly had an assist. Ron Stewart had an assist. Stamkowski had 1 assist. Horton had 1 assist. Ron Ellis had an assist. Bathgate 1 assist. Mahavlaj 1 assist. George Armstrong and Kent Douglas a point. So yeah, lots of people with points. Leafs win 8-2. Sunday, the Leafs don't play on Sunday. Huh, that's weird. Chicago versus Boston. 3-3 tie. Glenn Hall versus Jack Norris. 3-3 tie. Chicago's up 3-1. Goals by Makita, Mons, and Phil Esposito. Yes, he played for the Blackhawks. Boston goes by Ted Green, Bobby Nibs? Well, Nibs, and Murray Oliver. So Boston had to rally to get a point. They've only won 1 game the whole time. Montreal and Detroit battled the 2 Goliaths, and it's Detroit with the 4-3 win as Crozier takes down Charlie Hodge. Montreal was up 1-0 on a goal by Gilles Tremblay, but Detroit scored 4 straight. Parker McDonald, Gordie Howe, Nora Ullman, and Gordie Howe. Get your skates on, Gordie, you're going in. Montreal got goals by Rose and Cournoyer, but unfortunately they lose, and Detroit's now 7-1-2. Monday the night, nothing happens. Tuesday, Detroit heads to Boston, trying to take advantage of Boston, and they don't. And an upset. Boston wins 5-3. Crozier loses to Johnston. Detroit goes by Ullman, Ron Murphy, and Gordie Howe, but Boston scored Oliver, Ed Westphal final scores, Johnny Busick, Tommy Williams, a rare American in this league, and Wayne Maxner scoring an empty netter from McCord Busick. So the Bruins shocked the Red Wings, who seemed to be unstoppable. Wednesday night, the Leafs host Detroit. So Detroit lost the game back to back, and they're not trusting Carl Wetzel. So it's Crozier versus Johnny Bower. So Bower gets another game, and no, Suchek will not face his former squad. Detroit having Normie Ullman, Gordie Howe, Alex Delvecchio, Bruce McGregor, Ron Murphy, Floyd Smith, Ted Lindsay, Parker McDonald, Eddie Joyal, Paul Henderson. Yes, that Paul Henderson. Yes, that Gordie Howe. Yes, Alex Delvecchio from the product line. Ted Lindsay from the production line, if you will. Floyd Smith, former Leaf, future Leaf head coach. Paul Henderson. Yeah, that guy. Canada 72. Pitt Martin, future Blackhawk and Bruin. Doug Barkley, Gary Bergman, Larry Jeffrey, and no, that's not how you spelled my real first name. Val Fontaine, Lowell McDonald, Marcel Penrefo, Al Langlois, Pete Goodwin, Bill Gadsby, John McMillan, Andre Provo, Warren Godfrey, and Bob Dillenbow. 5 minutes into the game, a battle. Barkley, not related to Charles Barkley, Doug and future head coach Doug Barkley. And the Leafs get penalized. Is it Pulford? No, it's Eddie Shack. Clear the track. Here comes Shack. And it's them 2-minute penalty. Pulford might have had the goal. Open ice. Red Wings score. Ullman puts it in from Parker McDonald. Makes it 1-0 Red Wings. On the power play, Bruce McGregor. No. Bruce McGregor couldn't do it. 4 minutes later. Leaves with a chance. Tim Horton. No. He fumbled it. 3 minutes later. Chance for the Leafs. Ron Stewart. No. 2 minutes later. A chance by Gordie Howe. Mr. Elbows cannot score. And the Wings have a 1-0 lead on the Leafs headed into period number 2. 4 minutes later. Enforcer goes up a couple of hits, but no penalty, thank God. 5 minutes later. Red Wings Delvecchio, not this time. Leaves for a chance. George Armstrong, no. Battle, unfortunately, picked up a hit, but nothing else. Final minute. Leaves Red Kelly. Oh, we couldn't score in his forward squad. Given a chance by Eddie Shack. No, sir. Cole gets Ron Stewart and hits him, trying to prevent Stewart from doing anything. And the Leafs are in trouble. They're now 1-0 through 40 minutes. 4 minutes later. Action card and Gordie Howe is a 7. That guy is good, scary good. Ullman with his 13th assist, but yeah, Gordie Howe. Yeah, Ullman was a future Leaf. That was the trade for Frank Mahovlich. So Gordie Howe makes it 2-0. Canfield, Gordie Howe. Pressure, 2-1 Wings. 5 minutes later, a battle in action. A chance from Kelly down. 2 minutes later. Go back in. Now Stamkowski. I'm doing that opportunity. No shot from Armstrong. No shot from Keon. And no shot. And the Wings were playing hard. Crozier does his job, and the Wings and Leafs. The Red Wings win 2-1. It was a defensive effort, but the Red Wings win. Only 3 goals. Ullman and Howe. Ullman with 2 points. Pulford with a goal. For Toronto. Down 2-1. Montreal, Chicago on a Wednesday night. And the Montreal Canadiens lose 4-2 as the Hawks win. Hall beat Hodge. Montreal goals by Dave Bellum on scoring and John Ferguson, the policeman. But Chicago goals by Stan Mikita, Pi McKenzie, Chico Mackey, and then Bobby Hall put up his goal. Boston Rangers need this win. And they don't get it. Johnston shuts down Paille. Nibs, Kurtenbach, Orland Kurtenbach, the Canucks captain, Murray Oliver, and Forbes Kennedy. Soon to be a troublemaker in 1969 in the playoffs. But yeah, Boston wins 4-0. The Rangers just can't buy a goal. And that's 13 straight games without a win. 13. No Thursday games, no Friday games, Saturday games. The Leafs host Boston. Have we dealt with Boston or no? Have we talked about Boston's team? I don't think so. Detroit, Montreal. And it was Montreal, Gagne, Hodge beats Crozier. Detroit was trying to take down Montreal like they did Toronto, but they couldn't. Normie Ullman did score a goal, but Ferguson, strangely, he's got back-to-back games with a goal. And then Claude Provo scored, but the Habs win 2-1. The Leafs play the Bruins. Yeah, that's right. They haven't faced them. And Johnny Bower is back in net for the Leafs. Jack Norris for Boston. No Eddie Johnston. That's a surprise. The Bruins put up John Busick, Murray Oliver, Reg Fleming, who is known for being the first major NHL player with CTE. Dean Prentice, Tommy Williams, a rarity in the NHL. A American player, Ed Westfall, soon to be Islanders icon. Ad McDonald, Ted Green, known for being hurt by Wayne Mackey in that six-swing brawl in 1969. Bill Nibs, Wayne Maxner, Orland Kurtenbach, as I talked about. Wayne Rivers, Forbes Kennedy, the guy who shoved the linesman in 1969 playoffs. Ronnie Schock, who would go on a couple of years later to score a key goal for St. Louis in the playoffs. Neil Bovine, Bobby Leiter, Bob Wojtowicz, Don Olery, Tom Johnson, soon to be Bruins head coach in the 70s. Bob McCord, Murray Belfour, soon to be Blackhawks icon. Gary Dornhofer, not soon to be, used to be a Blackhawks guy, Belfour. Gary Dornhofer used to be the guy for Hockey Night in Canada. Sean Gilbert and Joe Watson, future Flyer. So the Leafs, 4 minutes into the game. Keon? No, they stopped him from taking a shot. Ryan Stewart. Not Rod Stewart, Ron Stewart. He scores from Ellison Stamkowski. It's 1-0 Leafs. 3 minutes later, a battle. And the 3 hits, but doesn't fade the Leafs. 4 minutes later, Pappen? No, Jim Pappen looked like he wouldn't have scored. 4 minutes later for the Johnny Busick. No, the Chiefs cannot score. The Bruins Chiefs score. There's a fight. There's a fight between Kurtenbach and Mahovlich. Why is the Big M fighting? He shouldn't be. Kernbach, you can be forgiven, but Mahavlich, why? Boston scores! Murray Oliver gets his fifth on the play from Bob Wojnowicz. And the Leafs give up a goal to Murray Oliver. Mahavlich and Kernbach will have to sit for 3 minutes. That's the Bruins 3-5-5 against the 6-5-1 Leafs. Just when they're out of the box, Dave Keon tries to take a shot, but it's blocked away. The Leafs. Carl Brewer, no. 3 hits. 4 minutes later, agitated. Toronto delivers a hit. Aubrey did not like it and will take a 2-minute penalty for retaliation. George Armstrong can't take a shot. Kelly takes a shot, but then Wayne Maxner with a oh, fuck. At the end of the second period, Don McKenna took a shot that was blocked away, so the Bruins are tied with the Leafs 1-1 through 2. 3 minutes later, a battle of Maxner gives the hit, and Maxner takes the call. So Maxner, that's it. Power play chance for Red Kelly. Oh. Well, how about that power play? Alan Stanley got his second and Kelsey. 5 minutes later, battle of the enforcer. There's a fight. There's a fight between Fleming and Pappen. Reg Fleming, known for his fighting, but Jim Pappen will take the 5-minute call. Not good for the Leafs. They lose a good winger. Action. McDonald? No, sir. Second from Fulford and Ron Stewart. Fulford's got an assist finally with Ron Stewart. So Mahavlich does his job. He has lost his scoring touch. That's not him at all. Empty net. Maxner tries. Not going to happen. The Leafs thought they would score, but it doesn't matter. The Leafs win 3-1. Pair goes in the third from Stanley and Mahavlich. And Boston tries they might just couldn't do it. Nor stood tall. But in the third period, it was all over. Pair of assists from Stamkowski. Pair of fights in this game. Sunday, the Leafs play in Chicago. I think we've dealt with the Blackhawks, right? Yeah, that was. Have we dealt with the Blackhawks or no? I don't remember. Oh no, we haven't dealt with the Blackhawks. But we should technically do the next 2 games or something. Yeah, we're at the 25-minute mark, right? Yes, we are. Montreal at Boston. Can Montreal screw Boston over? No, it's a tie, 2-2. Norris gets a tie against the Habs. Red Berenson scored for Montreal, which is huge. Backstrom has 5th. Boston goes by Wayne Rivers and Bobby Nibs. Detroit Rangers. Can the Rangers snap out of their funk? They tie, 2-2. Paille ties Crozier. Rangers got goals by the Eel and Hadfield. Murphy for Detroit, but then with 3 minutes left, Narmi Allman his 8th. So the Rangers tried for their first win, but they couldn't do it. So yeah, Toronto, Chicago. Yeah, we're at 13, aren't we? Yeah, we're at 13, sorry. Toronto went to Chicago, won 2-1. Sawchuk back in the nets. He beat DeJourdy. 8 goals by Ellis and Pulford. Nesterenko for Chicago. 16-17 for the Rangers in Detroit trying to get their first win. They tied, so now it's a 15-game winless streak. Paille ties Crozier. Detroit. Rangers were up 3-2. Goes by Goyette, the Eel, and Ingrafeld. Detroit goes by Delvecchio, McGregor, and then with 7 minutes left, Gordie Howe scored. So the Rangers again blow a lead. Toronto against Montreal on a Wednesday night. Detroit, Chicago. It was 2-2 Detroit. Chicago, Crozier and Hull. Detroit was at 2-0. Doug Barkley and Ted Lindsay. Ted Lindsay lighting up his former team. Bobby Hall and Kenny Worm for the Blackhawks. Montreal, Toronto, because we got to get to 15. The Leafs shut out Montreal 3-0 as Sawchuk does his job against Charlie Hodge. Ellis, McKinney, and Red Kelly were the goal scorers. So nice job for them. Nothing Thursday, nothing Friday. The Leafs will play the Blackhawks on Saturday. Summary: the Leafs are second with 19 points, 2 back of Detroit, Montreal, and Chicago. Boston's only 1 point back of Chicago, so Chicago's faltering. Well, Boston's had too many ties. The Rangers 7 points, but they have 15 games without a win. See the goal scoring. Rod Ellis looks good. He's number one. Ron Murphy number two. Bobby Hall, Norm Ullman, Gordie Howe, Claude Proville number three in the goal scoring. Goaltending. Sawchuk's fifth. Bauer sixth. There's what we need. Gump Worthley 192. They've got to put him in more, I feel. So yeah, Sawchuk and Bauer are trying to do their jobs and all that. But yeah, I think we have some good goaltending, don't you? I think Adam jumped I'm gonna do.